Hi friends, welcome back to another Everything I Made video and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Kate. I like to make clothes here on YouTube. Just a little bit of background, I've been knitting since December 2021, crocheting since March 2022, and sewing since January 2023. I love making these kind of videos so then I can look back on all my projects the last couple months. So like a little diary / log of all my creations, and I hope you like these videos too, just to get maybe some inspiration. I've already posted what I made from January to March. Check that video out if you want to see more. I also made an Everything I Made in 2022 video, so I'll link both of those videos down below if you want to watch those. I have my laptop here so we can look at photos together, and if I do still have the item, then I'll show it to you. So let's start in April. The first thing that I made in April was this raglan drop stitch t-shirt kind of thing. I did use like the stock knit in between the drop stitches. This is made from some secondhand yarn I found at the scrap exchange. It's like an aqua and then the halo part is like a lime green. It adds like a very interesting texture to the yarn. It's not showing up as much on camera. I do really like doing the drop stitch with a super thin yarn because then you can layer it over things and it adds like a really cool detail to your outfit. It is pretty cropped, so I definitely use it as like a layering piece. The next thing I made was this skirt. I don't have it with me. It's like this really pretty matcha color and the yarn was almost like a cotton blend. This was also made from secondhand yarn and it's definitely like more of a beach cover up. You could also wear it as a tube top if you wanted to. I just basically crocheted the shell stitch in like a tube and didn't do any increases or anything like that, so that's how I made that skirt. Then I made my first like shrug / bolero of the year. I'll put the type of yarn on the screen, but it's like super light and fluffy, so I think it's a really good yarn for summer if you want to still have something that will keep you warm, maybe like at night but not like too hot. I did it in the raglan style. I'm gonna plug myself a few times in the video, but if you want to make something similar to this, follow my raglan tutorial because all of the information for that is in that video. I also made this shrug with bell sleeves, which I love bell sleeves. I've always loved bell sleeves. And then I added a little fabric bow. I actually sold this piece in person, which was kind of cool to see someone like buy it, I guess. And that was all that I made in April. So now moving on to May. So someone actually reached out to me about the matcha skirt and she said that she wanted something similar and I suggested to like flare it out a little bit. I loved the way that it turned out. So I was super excited and then I shipped it to her and then the post office lost it, which pisses me off. If that's ever happened to you, oh, it's so frustrating. It's not like you can just send another one the next day. Like you have to sit down and make it again. So I had to remake one and resend it. But I didn't mind because I really wanted her to have it and I really liked her style. So I was very happy that she commissioned something from me. And this skirt was the birth of the crochet shell stitch skirt tutorial. So the first time I made it, I actually like kind of freehanded it and increased pretty freely around, but the second time I made it, I actually wrote everything down so I could make a tutorial for it. Not the worst thing that I had to remake it because then I had it fresh in my brain and everything. So it all worked out. Then I wanted to learn how to shear, I don't know how to pronounce it, but I wanted to learn how to shear, so I did make this tube top. I know it's here somewhere. I don't know where I put it, but it's literally a tube top. I'm sure you guys can imagine what it looks like. It was the first time I did that technique and I use it for a lot of my projects now actually. The next piece was another like experimental piece. I wanted to make a raglan but have like a cutout. I kind of didn't plan it out beforehand. Like I think I had a few different ideas like going into it. I actually really like how it turned out. Here it is with my recycled sari silk bow. See, it's like really messy. That's why I never sold it because like it just was like messy around where I cast it off and stuff. But there's a ton of different ways to wear this top. I'll put all the photos in of how you can style it with the bow and stuff. So yeah, I really love that yarn. I think it's a Cascade yarn. It's a very soft wool, which I appreciate because my skin is so sensitive. Like any itchy wool, like I made my mom a half apron for Mother's Day and I really like how it turned out. It was a super easy project. I just referenced a photo from Anthropology, I think it was. And yeah, I've never sewed pockets onto anything, so it really just had like pockets, gathering, and then like a bias tape for the waistband. Making aprons is really fun and easy. Oh, and I also made my boyfriend one out of some fabric that was from his mom. Yeah, kind of fun. And then I made this little shirred top slash dress. I am not that tall, so I can actually wear this as a short dress if I want, but it's really cute as a top as well. I think I styled a few different outfits with this. I was really looking for something to do with this fabric because it's really pretty. It's like paisley, just like a really nice color. There's really not much to this. This was like a literal rectangle of fabric. And then I hemmed the top and bottom, did the shirring. Shirring always takes long, but it's worth it. And then did French seams to connect it. So this top took me on a journey. It's really messy, but I made my first bodice block and then I made this top off of that bodice block and used like the darts and stuff. I always do this thing where I forget that you have to account for getting the garment on your body. I struggled to get this on and then I couldn't get it off by myself. So I did have to add a zipper. This first and only time I've added a zipper to something. There's a few other projects that I'm looking to do in the future that use zippers, but attaching zippers is just so intimidating to a new sewer. Like, it's so scary. But this plaid fabric was a little bit too like plain for me, so I added some lace trim and then that little flower. There is a little bit of elastic on the back. I think my original idea for this was to do a shared panel on the back, but I think I was just too lazy or something. That one was not fun to make. But it did turn out cute and I will continue to wear it. Time for a break. It is summertime right now, so comment down below your favorite like summer projects. Next thing that I made was this plaid shirred tube top, very inspired by Sandy Liang. This was just a piece of scrap fabric that I had that I wanted to do something with. I really like how this turned out. I sold this at the market too to someone that I know. She came and said hi and bought that tube top, and she looks super cute in it. Then I made my first pair of shorts from this like checkered tablecloth that I found at the thrift store. Those were super cute and they sold very fast at the market, but yeah, I just traced a pair of old shorts, just made a pattern from that, and I've used it like so many times. I literally have it right here because I was using it yesterday. This next piece might be a little bit cheating. So there's this dress that I made earlier this year and I kind of wanted to add some improvements. So this is the dress. It's made from like an old bed skirt, I think, but I decided to share it. I thought it would look really cute that way, and I really like how this turned out. I feel like this is more summery, more cute. I'm going to include it because I did make some improvements technically. I guess I'll also include these little necklaces that I made. I just bought these beads at this bead store in Asheville, North Carolina, and then they had like silk string there too. So I just tied them up, and I also made another one. This one's a little bit longer, but I really like both of them. Very simple. I still have some more beads left that I should use. That was just a fun little side project. So that was all May. Now we're into June. The first thing that I made in June was the skirt that I made for that crochet shell stitch skirt tutorial. It's this like grayish blue color, perfect for like the beach or pool because it's like a cotton. And you guys are always sending me pictures of your skirts on Instagram, and I'm obsessed. I love like the twist you guys put on it and stuff. You all are so cute. Like, I love getting pictures of stuff you make from my tutorials, and I'm just really grateful that I got to share this with you guys. Next is probably my favorite thing that I've made this year, and it's this checkered set. It's a similar pair of shorts that I made earlier, obviously like the same fabric, but I didn't do elastic in the front for the shorts, and then the top I made from the bodice block that I made. I just really loved it, and I tried to sell it at the last market that I was at, but the market was really slow because it was so hot out, so no one bought it. Lucky me, I got to keep it now because I always let myself keep something. I love it so much. I'm obviously haven't showed it to you guys because it's in the wash, like I just wore it, so it's one of those sets that's perfect because you can wear them together, but it also goes with everything if you wear them on their own. That little set is like so my style. So thank you to everyone who came to the market that didn't buy it because I wanted it. Going along with the theme of sets, I made this little pink gingham set. It's like a boxer short slash shirt top combo, more of like a lounge set. And I added the little rose detail there. I have a lot of these. I just keep forgetting to add them to things. Just a really simple little lounge set. I also made another one of these cream skirts for the market that I did last month. Last pair of shorts, I promise, but I made these like little watermelon gingham shorts, just like the boxer short style again with the elastic in the back. No one bought these, but I think they're so cute. I think I was only selling them for less than $20. I didn't have enough of each fabric to make like a full short out of one fabric, so that's why it's multicolored, multi-patterned. Cute little like boxer shorts, because I know boxer shorts are really popular right now. The next thing I made was this like really gauzy beach cover-up type of top Literally the easiest thing ever. I just cut a hole for the head and then sewed up the sleeves. It was very delicate, but I really liked how it turned out, and someone bought it at the market. I think it was like the first thing I sold that day. Super light and breathable to wear to the beach if you live anywhere where it's really hot. The like peachy pink is also really pretty. Not something that I would typically wear, but I love it on other people. So my boyfriend Elliot and I went to a reggae festival in Baltimore in June. He really wanted a hat, so I made him this hat on the way there. The brim is like really kind of awkwardly short, but it's kind of cute. Like, it's kind of a look. I just doubled up this pink and green yarn that I had already, and I made it in the car ride there because DC traffic is awful, so I definitely had enough time. I made a few hats like this last summer too. Now my hair is all messed up. This happened last time I was trying on hats. This last piece is very special because it was a commission from my friend Amelia. She gave me some creative freedom on it. She just said she wanted it to be like a neutral tee, kind of. So I did a very simple drop stitch raglan tee, and I was a little bit more free with how many rows I did in between my drop stitches, and then also like the length of the drop stitches, so it was kind of more abstract, like messy. And then of course I had to put the silver bow on it because I just love adding those to everything. I have them laying around everywhere, like I have one right here, and I also have green ribbon too. I actually love this piece so much. I'm making something very similar for myself. I'm making it in like a sweater version instead of the t-shirt. I love doing the drop stitch because it makes things go so fast. And that is everything that I made April through June. I feel like I've been learning so much recently, and I also have been getting a little bit better at sewing. I've been sewing a lot, learning a lot. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe. It's a great way to support my channel for free. And comment down below things that you've been wanting to make, or maybe new techniques that you want to try, because I'm curious to see what you guys are up to. So yeah, thanks for hanging out with me today, and thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.